Hello, welcome one and all to Codeweaver Plays Games, and you can also already hear that my audio is actually working just fine. I'm going to quickly switch over straight on into the gaming cam. So I'm going to be doing some stuff involving some, I don't know, maybe some stunts, quite a few mods. I'm just going to see where the evening takes me on this. I wanted to do something a little bit more fun just before I went to bed, so I decided to see what happens when I play this game with a bunch of new mods. I'm also going to be testing out, I'm doing some graphics card testing. I'm not going to talk about any of that except that for me it's going to be visually more appealing, but it may translate into slightly better rendering even through Twitch. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Yeah, I just want to have a fun evening of it. So, I have to give a big old caveat here. While I am going to be visiting stuff and doing stuff that's not in the stock game, I will be visiting places that are in the stock game. And I'm going to be playing on a profile that has easily completed the game, and it doesn't matter anyway, because you can go anywhere and do anything in Outer Wilds that you want if you know where you're going. So, big spoiler alert, don't go into this if you have any intention of playing it. I love people coming and seeing my videos, the very few people who wander in, because, hey, nobody knows me. But, this is one of those games where everything about the game that is beautiful and elegant and is experience, it's knowledge. You have to experience for yourself, and knowing about it ahead of time it diminishes the experience. The better way to put this is if you knew the very secrets of the game, you could finish the game in minutes, half an hour, but you'd miss all the rest of the beauty of the game and the experience itself. In fact, go play it right now. Really, if you haven't, both it and its DLC, go play it right now yourself. Take it from me. I know you don't have any reason to trust me, but pretty much anybody who loves this game is going to tell you the same thing, and the community will tell you the same thing. Just don't even come in here. Don't even see reviews of it unless it's very clearly marked with no spoilers, and even then, dodgy. That's about all I can do to stop you from spoiling yourself. I feel that strongly about it. But that being said, if you're still with me and you want to see me goofing off in Outer Wilds, then by all means join me. I will not be doing the games themselves as such. I'm just going to be doing some old stunts and some new mods. And I'm just going to be having some fun with it because I just needed a little bit more of that in my day. So. Let's just hit resume expedition. Actually, let's take a look at the mods list that I've added here. So a couple of things I've added. LML is just one of the stock support modules, but New Horizons is sort of a package, sort of a support package that gives you access to a bunch of other stuff like different kinds of solar systems and so on and so forth. So I've got real solar system in here that should put Earth and Mars and all of that in here, which should be kind of fun to zip around at. There may not be anything on them. I don't know. We'll have to find out. We've also got Outer Worlds Galaxy. Apparently there's a whole other galaxy with stuff that I can go into. It's not going to be a real galaxy, millions of stars or whatever. I doubt. Because that'd be staggeringly big. But it'll be an interesting place to go to. We'll see if the creator has offered up some interesting places to visit. We're going to experiment with the suit log, so we can bring up the log wherever we are, rather than just back at the computer, if we can make it work. There's a black hole portal gun. That should be a giggle. Yeah, that's my disabled mods list, so pay attention to that. What else have we got here? A voice acting mod, early days, just for one of the characters so far, but to show how that could be stitched in. Boy, howdy, it would be interesting if somebody went to all the trouble of actually getting voices for everyone, wouldn't it? Now, the game does not have voice acting by default, and I don't fault it for that. It doesn't really need it. I mean, I guess it could have it, but the writing is so delicious that you just don't care. Or at least I think you shouldn't care. But hey, you know what? Adding it might enhance it if the voice acting is good. Power failure. This is an interesting one. On the Alk's ring world, the stranger. This one has it so that once the dam starts breaking down, the loss of power there starts to cut power to other systems. I'm kind of curious as to what they did there. You know, it might be fun to go through a few cycles, finding out what fails. Running background just lets me run the thing when I alt tab out. Ghost translations, translating some of the Alk text that you could never do before because it was never possible. Now, whether or not these are in any sense official translations from the makers of the game, I don't know. It's quite possible they had original translations, and it's not that they would have never made it in there. You're never supposed to be able to translate the text, but that might not stop it from being data mineable. Who knows? It's just one of those things that would be really... I just thought it would be really fun to try. There's a free cam I showed the last time I did this. Scout streaming enables me to get full motion video out of the Scout instead of still pictures, which is kind of fun. I did that one last time too. Some shaders I probably won't experiment with, but they just sort of augment the shaders of the game to do funky tricks. And I thought a Majora's Mask moon would be a little bit goofy, just to add a little bit of creativity to the game. So those are some of the things we're going to be exploring today. What else? You can't see my frame rate counter, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Yeah, so let's just get right on with this. Oh, the archaeological mod. I have been unable to get full archaeological completion, even though there's nothing left for me to discover in the standard ship's log map. I've gone to everywhere and explored everything, but not everything that is discoverable ends up in the ship's log. And certainly not everything that's discoverable that I need for the everything achievement is in the ship's log. And so this is going to help me track down those last little bits, so I'm definitely going to go to old places in order to finish that off, because I don't know what I'm missing, so I'm kind of curious. Yeah, resuming expedition. Let's go take a look. I have no idea if all of these mods will happily live together, but I did manage to get into the game well enough when I did a test run. So that's fairly pretty. Anyway, for those of you who are wondering, I should talk to Slate for the voice acting bit. For anybody who's wondering whether or not I'm going to continue the VR playthrough of this, yes. The short answer is yes, I will be, eventually, because experiencing this in VR was nothing short of fantastic. Mostly for the I want to go places and see it as if I was there aspect, not so much for the playing through the whole game aspect, but yeah, just such a beloved game. All right, let's talk to him and see what the voice acting is like. Ew. Okay, there's a pallet ready to get off the ground. What can I do for you? The ship is a death trap. It's not triggering. So, let's go into the mods. Let's see what the options are for the voice acting mod. Let's see if we can make that work. It's enabled. But I'm not actually hearing anything. Let's see if any of his lines are read out. Okay, nope. Well, this is a bit of a shame, but I am being a bit mean by having so many mods loaded at once. So I may have to try to find out why some of that doesn't work. I'm going to go and talk to a few more people. Everything about this game is desperately pretty. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to assume that that mod is effectively defunct. Oh, but that is super pretty on my screen. Looking up at the stars, slightly higher fidelity than I'm used to, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so all I'm seeing is stock stuff, so I'm wondering if I properly launched this. The Majora's Mask moon should be pretty obvious, so let's go check to see whether or not that's functioning. Yeah, it says it's enabled. Okay, let's... So beautiful. Your ship is now equipped with a warp drive. You can now use the interstellar mode page in the ship log to log onto your autopilot onto another star system. Then just buckle up and engage the autopilot to warp there. Okay, so mods are kind of working. So that's a thing. So let's check the ship's log anyway, and let's go to, interstellar mode. Wow, the real solar system is in there. Outer Wilds Galaxy is in there. So that's super cool. Can we... I don't remember how to zoom in. I think plus. There we go. So I've probably seen everything there. Oh, hello. There's something here that I have failed to explore, so so that'll get me somewhere. Also, Reflex Camp? Really? Oh my goodness, and at the village. And at Church Camp. And at the Quantum Moon? Oh my goodness, I get to go to quite a few places to fill out my archaeological map. I wonder what I missed. That's totally fine. I'm totally on board with that. So let's see if let's quickly go into the mods again. Let's check out. Yeah, that's enabled. New Horizons, enabled custom title screen, default system override. I don't think I want to fiddle with that. Let's see if we can get. Well, let's start with first things first. The sunshine in here is just beautiful. I have been playing this game, loving every aspect of this game, but I've been playing this game on a monitor that is that has been absolutely ancient, and it recently ate itself, ironically, just as I was setting up to experiment with a new monitor. Which was very timely. Oh, hello! Hello, that's a thing. Okay. So it didn't add it as a new moon, it basically changed the sun. And that's creepy because it's following me around. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm getting rid of that right now because... Oh, that's really disturbing. That's highly disturbing. I'm going to have to... Yeah, I've done it. I said I've done it. But we are going to immediately quit out of this, and we are going to unhook that mod. Effectively. Yeah, it's fine. I've done it. I can say I've done it. I actually expected it to modify the moon, not modify the sun. It would have been at least slightly down the road of acceptable. Is that kind of thing to say? No. Anyway, as I was saying, my monitor ate itself. It was an old Dell 2400 something, 60 hertz, 1020p panel. I got it absolutely ages ago. It was a real workhorse. It was really pretty good. Nothing by today's monitor standards. But I mean, I got it quite early on, and I've been enjoying that size of a screen for quite some time, and it had, you know, reasonably good pixel density. I don't know, it was an old workhorse, and I miss it. Oh, hello. It's still not letting me get rid of it, so we are going to quit right out and uninstall the silliness. That's just too weird and distracting. Right. So go into the mods section, which you guys can't see. We're going to very quickly go and nerf. Where is it? Common Resources, Overrise Galaxy, Black Hole Portal Gun. Available mods. Can I even find the thing? It's in the available mods. No, that's not the section I want to be in. Installed mods, but disabled. No, I want actually installed mods. Mod Manager, Common Resources, New Horizons, Free Cam, Real Solar System, Autobots Galaxy, Scout Streaming, Archaeology, Black Hole Portal Gun, Background Ghost Transitions, Voice Acting. Really a pity that one doesn't work. Power Failure and Suit Log. Yeah, we are totally nerfing the that particular. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's restart the game. Terribly sorry about that. Hello, additional viewer. I'm going right back into this. Hang around for a few seconds. Resume expedition. Pity you came in right at the critical moment when I was out fixing up my mods list. But in any case, let's have some fun. Now without the incredibly wacky Majora's Mask taking over the sun. Could have done with an extra moon. Wasn't so keen on the sun. Alright, so here we go. Let's get up in the air. Has the sun been restored? Yes, I'm happy with that. Okay, so we fixed that little mistake of mistakes. What do we want to do? Alright, let's see if there's somewhere in this star system that has changed, because some of the planetary mods actually, or location mods, actually mod the existing solar system. At least that's what happened in the last edition that the last mod stream that I did. All right, so I am there, which is probably bad. I flew by the sun by the skin of my teeth without even noticing. That was almost catastrophically bad. Let's go and do this warp thing. Let's see how this works out. Interstellar mode. We're going to go to the real solar system. And then we're going to hit Q, and this is going to do a warp thing, apparently. Except that there's no marker, but it did say that if I activate the autopilot while this was happening... Alright, so let's try this. Oh, engage warp to real solar system. Oh, hello. Alright, that's how the Know My Warp system would have worked. So, very good. Here's hoping the screen doesn't stay black forever. We got a little loading thing in the corner. Oh, and... what? Whoa, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, we're landed. Oh my. Okay. Oh, check this out. Cool. Oh, very well done. All right, well, we do have to kind of get out and look around, I would argue. Oh, all the planets are here. This should be a lot of fun. Suits on. Let's hop out. I mean, there's not going to be a lot on this. I'm willing to bet they've just created the solar system without worrying, you know, about adding anything else. Oh, I lied. Look at this. That's fantastic. They added a lunar module. I love it. All right, bonus points. Totally bonus points. All right. Let's hop on. And actually, let's pull up the old. Can we pull up a journal? Can't. Okay. Here's. Let's go to the mods. What can we do in terms of the voice acting mod, the suit log? Except I don't know how to bring up the suit log. Shall we find out what the suit log does? I'm going to put that in the background temporarily. So let's check out suit log. How do I actually do this? How about read the README? Because there's a README. The X key on the keyboard or D-pad up button, and all of this displayed in a diagetic interface that shares design with other HUD elements. Okay. Okay. I will try that. Okay, so I have to be out of my chair, presumably. Suit log. Okay. Close suit log, view entries. Open suit log. I wonder if I have to be, do I have to be outside of my ship? Out on the surface? There's an unidentified signal nearby. That's super interesting. Open suit log. Nope, it is not working, but I don't know why. It could be because it's confused by the echoes of the eye stuff. I may have to work that out. Let's continue to read here. Only map mode is included in the suit log. You still need to use the ship log for rumor mode. Entries you read will be marked in the same way the ship log does it. If you want to use the suit log in a few places where you can't have the suit on, I recommend the cheat and debug menu mod. Okay, that's fine. Archaeological achievement helper. The mods are compatible, and if you run the game with suit log and the helper mod, the latter would say there's more to explore here. Okay, that's cool. The ship's log slide reel player. That could be an interesting thing, but I don't seem to be able to pull. Okay. No, it doesn't let me. That's a little bit disappointing, and I'm wondering if I have to revisit this with fewer mods loaded. I will try it on its own, maybe closer to the end of the stream. We'll see if that works. In the meantime, let's equip the signal scope. There's something. Oh, there's this. Identified lunar lander, that's cool. There's something over there that has a signal, so that gives me something to explore. Hey, these guys have done a trick by having this this huge space. Oh, I wonder if my ship's log doesn't work because I'm not in the main system. Of course it does, because there's no questy items here. They've unloaded everything. Okay, I get that. Well, we'll have to test that later. That's fine. That is totally a thing. That was dumb. I don't know why I didn't think of that. However, let's zoom out and find out what's going on. So you're here. Earth is down here. And it might be fun to sort of fly over that to see what that's like. Venus is there as well. Is Mercury? Yeah, Mercury's way in there. So let's go inward to outward. We're going to visit all the places, and we'll stop by Earth on the way out. So this is going to be a bit of a longer stream. Let's take a look. So buckle up. We're going to take off. Oh, look at that, the shadow on the planet. That's fantastic. Okay, there's Mercury. Let's engage autopilot. Everything about this is fantastic. Again, not that because there's going to necessarily be anything on these, but just that they've gone to all this trouble to... Alright. Very nicely textured. This is a labor of love right here. So... get into a, oh my goodness, that is really close. Oh, hello. Let's not go. Let's get into orbit, but let's not. There's a gentle orbit. Nope. Periapsis is a little high. Not gonna lie. I gotta get back to Mercury just a little bit. All right, let's try this again. Alright. Alright, so here we go. We're going to take off. I'm going to try to get into a sustained orbit. Nope, that did not work. So periapsis is bring me up. Yeah, gotta get going a little bit faster at this section. Okay, nope. This is going to take a little bit of practice. Trying to do this without having any sort of markers. Oh my god. The fact that we're that close to the sun is really quite terrifying. So this is actually now at this point stunt flying. How... Nope. Getting a stable orbit around this thing is going to be super tricky. Fortunately, I'm so close that it's not letting me check my apoapsis and periapsis. Oh, I may have done it. Gotta make another pass. Nope. come on. Cut me a little slack here. Don't ask me why I'm doing this. No, I could probably get it if I Okay, as I come up to periapsis here, I need to give myself the very tiniest little boost. Yeah, it's not quite actually real physics, I don't think. Or maybe it is, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I could do, I did do, basically my means of, let's get back to the ship. My means of flying around the sun to get to the sun station is fairly well based in adjusting my orbit so that I can actually match up to it in a sensible way, unless I get really, really lucky on my first pass. I'm not able to use those techniques here quite as easily because it's so small. The tolerance levels are just too tiny. Might be able to get it eventually, but yeah, who wants to deal with that? So let's it's time to book it off of here. See if we can't find Venus. So Venus is around the other side somewhere. There it is. Alright. So... Alright. We are going to head right for it. Now, Venus does have a solid surface underneath its cloud layer, and let's see if they've replicated that. Shouldn't be that much harder to do than Giant's Deep. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, that's... It's a very... On this, it's a very thin cloud layer, just because I guess they scaled it that way. But, yeah, no, this is, This feels like a super scaled down version of Venus with an ultra thick cloud layer that has acid that could eat through your brain. Alright. Yeah. Time to head a little bit away from the sun here. I believe that's Earth right there, so we're going to head there next. Incidentally, where is the other... It's an unknown signal somewhere out there, which I'll go looking for eventually. Where is that? It's on Mars. Okay. Well, we'll get there eventually. But where we're really after going at right now is... Oh, my goodness. So... That's clearly the asteroid belt between Earth and Mars. And because of the way they scaled the solar system, that's super duper close to Earth. So, super scaled down version of Earth, what do you look like? Now, of course, we started out here, but let's kind of cross the day side. Oh, look at that! check that out. Let's get ourselves oriented here. So, pretty sure that's got to be Alaska and the coast. That's North America, basically. And then there's the peninsula that leads down to South America. A little bit stylized in a few places. The Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they're taking a few liberties. Maybe they're taking a past Earth. Oh, look at that. Maybe just some of it's underwater. There's Vancouver Island. Seattle is somewhere down in here. Yeah, that's super cool. This is super cool. Not gonna lie, that's awesome. All right, so next stop. Just punt ourselves out of the solar system slightly. No, that's not what I want to do. Zoom view, left, oh right, left shift and control. I need to go to, so that's Halley's Comet, so that's pretty cool. We'll catch up with that in a minute. I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually head to Mars. Where are we? We're there. So we actually want to go back around the other direction on the sun. So let's find the sun. And at which direction we're headed. We actually want to go that way. We will eventually visit you, but we'll come back to you. That's super cool that they have that comet. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at that! They actually included, are those Mars's two major moons? That would be Phobos and Deimos, I believe. Let's check this out. What are you? You are, in fact, Phobos. And Deimos. Oh, look at that! I remember two of the... Not only did I remember two of the moon's names, but... Uh-oh. That's a problem. Well, it's not our solar system that's going to get blown up, but I'm going to get yeeted back at to the original solar system. So shall we hop out... This is going to have almost no gravity at all, but it should be fun. Oh yeah, there's like no gravity here. But check that out. If we were on Phobos, it would look nothing like this because because none of the scaling makes any sense in the solar system, but that's fine. Alright. So we're going to have to come back for our solar system tour. Oh. Oh. Okay. Several local supernovae. Because, of course, we are at the end of the universe. I mean, that is kind of the premise of the game. So, all right. Oh, check that out. Are you guys actually getting the frame rate counters in the corner of the screen? You might very well be. I'm very curious. Huh. I guess it, because I'm not using a full screen capture. It is only capturing the window. So I guess it depends on... I'm not entirely sure I understand that. Oh, it's probably capturing window. It's not probably capturing game. Let me just verify that, because there's a technical reason that would be valuable to know. Yeah, I'm capturing a specific window, so I'm getting to it after it's fully rendered, and that may be my trick to doing it when I'm actually wanting to record performance measurements. Interesting. Super interesting. Okay, nope, that's totally cool. Anyway. You learn something new. So, in case anyone's wondering, what I'm actually doing is I am rendering at 4K resolution in the card's internals. But, my monitor is not 4K. It's I guess 2K, I suppose, 1440p. And what that enables me to do is test out what space, please, to lock onto that. That's great. Engage work. What that enables me to do is it enables me to test to see what my performance would be on a 4K monitor, because I'm going to be picking one up just to test it out. And I kind of wanted to get a heads up on what that would behave like. I also wanted to do some various upscaling and upsampling and downsampling between resolutions of monitors to see how that behaved. And I've been accumulating some interesting results. I will be doing a lot more of that on my Metro Exodus stream, where I will be exploring the game because I love the game and the environment, but I will also be doing some graphical testing. So. Right, let's just launch, and let's go to Mercury. So, not Mercury. We're gonna go back to Mars because there's a signal there for one thing. Now, what I want to do is I want to find out where the sun is, and I want to go backward across its motion because Mars is behind us. And Mars is going to catch up to us, so there's not really a big deal in aiming for it, because it's going to, from our position, be coming outward away from the sun. So, no chance in getting hosed by the autopilot today. I'm not, on purpose, going to visit every moon of every planet. Maybe one moon of every planet as I approach. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Abort the autopilot. We're actually going to come down on here, and actually we're going to bring out the, change frequency. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that means. So, Outer Wild Ventures, I'm not getting any signal. Quantum fluctuations, no. Distress beacon, no. I'm getting a deep space... God. All I'm doing is making a nuisance of myself. I'm getting a deep space radio link. Somewhere nearby. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's wait for... Alright, let's actually use the landing cam for once. Or I could just crash into Mars. How about if I crash into Mars? Anybody mind if I crash into Mars? Alright. Check that out. This was another nice touch. Bravo, guys. Bravo. Oh, look, we got unknowns a whole bunch of places. No, I'm keen. I'm keen. I'm with it. Okay, major awesome use of the deep space radio signal in your mod. All the win. Add even more kind of awesomeness to simply having our own solar system here. Oh, you have Ceres in here. All right, well, let's zoom out and see what the next looping outer path is here. Vesta. All right. All right, where are you, Vesta? Okay. Well, let's zip to the other side of the sun and come at it along its orbit. Vesta, of course, is one of the major asteroids in our own solar system. So that's pretty cool. Kind of overshot it a bit, but that's alright. Alright, let's have a quick walk around here. So that's pretty cool. We've been on an asteroid. I suppose there's... yeah, there's no signals on this proper, which is fine. Oh, good heavens. Alright. Next up, I guess the other asteroid for us is the next thing out. That would be Ceres. We are going to be skimming Mars real close now. Oh, how lovely. Make an orbit around it, see the solar system as we pass by. Drop down onto the ship. Okay. Alright, rocketing away from Ceres. Where else are we intending on going here? The next thing out would be Jupiter. I think. Yes. So, it's time to go see Jupiter and some of its moons. And I don't remember the name of most of the moons, to my shame. I would expect Ganymede, Callisto, Europa, and Io? Oh. That is a problem. Okay, let's that is an extremely close orbit. And as we get to perihelion here, I can add a little bit of velocity so that we don't get quite as far down. Sorry, that's at aphelion. Perihelion is down here, and what I want to do... slow a little bit. Oh, no, that was a mistake. Boy, yeah, you have to have such a feathered touch to make it, alright. So I'm heading out. I'm heading away. I have got like a ridiculously tight orbit around Saturn. How do you like that? Alright. So this seems like the perfect time to go outside and repair all the holes in my ship. Doesn't it? Because this is terrifying like you would not believe. I don't really want to look at the planet. I just want to fix my ship. But nothing says crazy honkin' repair like being right above a gas giant's cloud cover and the slightest twitch is going to send you spiraling into it. I could not have really planned that close an orbit that easily. Because the rocket thrusters, like I have trouble orbiting the sun because the rocket thruster is proportional to the size of the thing I'm orbiting. Oh god, that's colossally terrifying. The thrust your ship can produce, you can easily change your orbit super dramatically, and this probably has even less mass. And so the changes in orbit are super dramatic. I could not have planned this. Okay, so we're going to temporarily steal ourselves and look at the planet we're passing by. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's super terrifying. Yeah. All right, and I'm going to have drifted a little bit away from my ship now. So where's my ship? Oh my god, just check that out. Check this out. Now the problem is if those moons get any sort of gravitational pull on me, it's going to screw up my orbit around the gas giant, and I may end up just spiraling into my death. So let's bypass that whole thing, because I don't want to go in there until after I've visited at least one, if not several, of the moons. I may have lied about how many of the moons I want to visit, but... Europa, Ganymede, Callisto, check that out. And there's Io. It's literally right there. Alright. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I do not want to go in there. That's scary. That is super scary. Now, anybody with an ounce of brains wouldn't land on Io in real life anyway, because it's basically volcanic hellscape. And I'm a little surprised they didn't use Hollow's Lantern as a model for this. Hey, if I could make a feature request, make this volcanic, because we already have, maybe have assets you could use. Europa is, of course, the ice world, and actually, as a actually, oh my goodness, this you could actually use Hollow's Lantern as an asset model to get the sort of beautiful ice surface. All right. Yeah, that's a thing. All right, I think I'm done with the moons, but that is super beautiful. All right, before I take off, let's actually plan this. Oh, look at that. Saturn is not far away, and although both the gas giants have countless moons, so lots and lots of moons, most of them are super, super minor, not worth adding to this mod. Neither Saturn nor Jupiter is likely to have a solid surface landing on. They may actually have solid cores, but by that point you're under such high pressure that you'd be crushed in any ship, so... I don't know about Callisto, though. Can I land on you? Oh. Yes. And you can kind of see out of it. A little bit. Check that out. That's pretty flippin' wild. Okay, let's go take a look. That's kind of intense. The clouds, if you're right on that transition boundary, don't look like they render particularly well. But that's all right. Wow, though. Only 600 and 500 meters away. Alright, well, we got a couple of unknowns that are not super far away. Alright, that's fine. That is totally fine. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to take off. And we're going to take a trip through the rings. How did you model these? I'm hoping they're just visual. Yeah. But that's super cool. Now, the thing is about both Saturn and Jupiter's rings... is that there's going to be, I think, fairly large gaps between things. I think Saturn's rings are a bit more dust-like, and Jupiter's rings are more rocky, or is it the other way around? Oh my goodness, I have totally failed to remember a lot of my beloved astronomy. I used to read so many astronomy books when I was a kid. Always wanted to do this, too. If I'm honest. So beautiful. And how far down into this can we go before we start running into problems? Do I dare... Oh my god, that is actually a little bit terrifying. Do I dare ask what happens if I actually sink all the way into this thing? want to. Oh, I got below the cloud cover. Oh, I think they've modeled it as basically being hollow. That's super wild. I mean, almost certainly, if there were any matter that was that's freaky. Anyway, almost certainly, if there were any matter that was capable of being a solid, at the temperatures that might be at the cores of these things, it would just be compressed to ridiculous levels. There's a supposition, a possible... Oh, check that out. They've got some nice storm patterns going on at the poles. Jupiter's core might actually be possibly liquid metallic hydrogen, a special form of hydrogen when it's under super high pressure, and possibly even carbon. Anyway, super nasty place to go. You know what? Let's take a trip to Jupiter again and see what's at its center. Let's see if they've done anything unusual about it. It's probably also a pass through, but and we're running out of time. Yeah, they've just modeled this as being hollow. Or effectively be able to be passed through anyway. That's fine. That's totally fine as an approximation and to be looked at from the outside. Okay. Did not actually want to do that, but put that away. So when we get back here, where will we be heading to? Be heading to Uranus and Neptune. We're not going to make it to Uranus before the sun wipes me out. All right, I'm not going to get nearly as much outer wildsing in this evening as I thought I was going to. Oh, so what I'm going to do is let's first of all check to see whether the in-suit journal works. That's something we can test on our way out. There's our buddy, the Quantum Moon, again. Okay. So if we get up out of our seat and we open the suit log, There it is. Hey, it does what it says in the tin. That's actually really cool. And then if we hit enter or spacebar, no, it's Q and E, Q and E. Check that out. That's actually really cool. In a way, I like this better because the images it pulls up are, well, I guess those images you could make them that big by zooming into them, but wow, that's really super cool. All right, so we know that works. What else can we test out while we're here? We're not going to worry about the shaders. We're currently going through the real solar system. Scout streaming I can do in a moment just to show you that that works. I've done the free cam before, the ghost translations. So many of these things I want to poke around at. Suit log I've just done. The black hole portal gun could be kind of cool. So how do I trigger the black hole portal gun? Quick trip over to my mod manager to pull up the README on the black hole portal gun. And the README says thusly when the web page comes up. Come on. Shoot a linked pair of white hole and black holes with B and G for black hole and G for white hole. Once both holes are fired, entering the black hole will take you to the location of the white hole. Reshooting one of the two will delete the prior corresponding hole and leak the new set. So very Portal. Launching a Nomai shuttle and teleporting will likely trap you inside it. Attaching a black hole to the ship can cause the object to be deleted when the portal hits them. Okay. So better used when I'm sort of outside the ship. Good to know. I won't try to use that while I'm inside the ship. It's probably good not to play with black holes and white holes while you're inside a ship anyway. All right. We'll test that in a minute. Let's get back to the solar system. Which actually means, how do I do the interstellar thing? Going to the ship's log here, going to interstellar mode, going into the real solar system, and then hitting autopilot, which does the warp thing. Good. Good reuse of the warp assets. All right. How wonderful is this? We've only got 3 more to get to, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and Halley's Comet, and I'm pretty sure I can zip through those pretty quickly. But I do have to follow the beacons, because I don't know where all the beacons are going. Alright, let's get a move on. Oh yeah, Pluto and Charon actually have an orbit that come inside of Neptune's orbit. Very nice touch. Very nice. And of course, Uranus is tipped on its side. It also has a ring system. It's a very thin one, but it is one. Oh, and we do have one of its moons. Yep, Titania. Oh. Okay, this just turned this one hollow as well, so now that I've learned that, let's just pop out the other side. Yeah, really thin. Oh, and Puck. Let's land on Puck. very round. But we get a moment to watch Uranus slide by. So that's pretty cool. Alright, not going to worry about Titania. We're going to zoom out. It's actually easier for us to get to Pluto, but let's do these in the order that they are now presenting themselves to us. So we're going to get off of this. Execute the Take Me There button. This was a labor of love for someone. Comments about Io aside. In Europa. Alright, let's see what they modeled this one as. Again, they marked it as not solid. That's fine. That's fine. Let's pop out. Triton is a lovely moon. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's do that. Zoom all the way. That is as far in as I can zoom. Alright, that's fine. Let's zoom out, because we are next headed to Pluto. In fact, the kind of double planet of Pluto and Charon with actually quite a few moons. If we can do this in Halley's Comet, we'll have covered the gamut, and hopefully we'll have time to quickly nip around and check out the other signals in the solar system. We do in fact know that Pluto is solid. So this actually has some really nice texture to it. I like. Alright, let's check out. So we have Charon, Kerberos, Hydra, Nyx, and Styx. Oh, good heavens. So, I feel like going to Nyx. Just to pick one at random, we're going to Nyx. We have to find it first. There it is. And it is, in fact, a featureless little ball. Just taking a look around. What's that floating off in the distance? That's Kerberos. It's also a featureless little ball. Oops, that's not what I want to do. All of these are little featureless balls. Except for Sharon. That is a nice texture. It's also a moon that has an absolutely enormous crater on it that gives it the resemblance of sort of a Death Star. So that's, I think, a little bit of what that's famous for. Alright, we have done the tour, sort of, but we still haven't visited Halley's Comet, and we kind of have to do that. And this doesn't have any major features on it. Unlike the Interloper, for example. But very nice touch. Shall we land on it just to say that I've landed on Halley's Comet? Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Sam Clements would be proud. All right, so let's start checking out the remaining signals that are in the solar system that I have not yet figured out. Saturn's has an unknown that's only 24 kilometers away. Let's go check it out. We don't have much time. Plus, it's already 10 past midnight, so... Okay, so now we gotta go hunting for this thing. I honestly have no clue. What are we investigating here? Cassini. Trippy. What a lovely detail. What a lovely, lovely detail. Well, we're going to leave you alone before we screw anything up. That's fantastic. That really is. All right. Got the Perseverance rover. We got the lunar lander. The next one visually up is 9,000 kilometers away. Sorry, 9,000 meters away. $90,000 meters away. All right, let's see if we can get one that's closer. That's Cassini. That's Perseverance. The lunar lander. Okay. Those are the two that I've already done, but there's another one. Ask the lunar lander. Perseverance, Cassini. Follow along the plane, because most things are going to be in the plane. Alright, there's an unknown. Alright, I guess we're booking it out here, because we need a target. Correcting for general drift. Oh my god, slow down, slow the heck down. God, I've just blown right past it wherever it was. That's Cassini. Perseverance, lunar rover. I've lost one. There it is. There's the unknown. Proxima Centauri. The heck? I mean, Proxima Centauri is the nearest star to us. Okay. I really don't think this was what I was trying to find earlier, but okay, we'll take a trip to here first and then come back. Proxima Centauri is not this close. It's not even in the right order. There's Proxima B. What are you? You're Proxima C. Okay. Alright, I'll bite. Oh my goodness. Okay, Sol Barnard Star. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, not what I was intending. And to be perfectly frank, that's a little bit sort of much to explore before I hit the sack. So, we're going to come back to that. Oh, that was a little frightening. All right. There are apparently 3 signals that I can readily detect that are in system. Perseverance, the Lunar Lander, and Cassini. The rest of them are outside the solar system. What the heck is this? Oh, that's Uranus. So, okay. That's Neptune. No other signals within our solar system. So everything else is outside our solar system. So we have something to explore next time we come in here. Oh my god. We're going a little fast. And we're gonna die. Alright. Alright, one and all. Alright. So we have taken a tour of our entire solar system, went to an adjacent solar system without using warp because they've just compacted a number of local stars into the space involved, and that's pretty cool. But I think that's where I'm going to draw the line today. Wow. Hey buddy, got anything to say? No. Alright. This has been absolutely fantastic, let me tell you. It's been a great night. It's been a great day of doing a combination of playing games and testing my hardware. I think I'm going to leave it with this scene, looking out over my favorite little space village. Well, one and all, it has been a delightful evening, and I'm going to go hit the hay. Tomorrow I might do some more gaming. I also want to test this monitor for doing some practical coding work because I want to see if it suits as a work monitor. So we'll have to see how I'm feeling in the morning. So serene. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this stream. This is Code Weaver Plays Games, and I'll see you in the next one.